With us. Joining us in studio is our longtime friend Sean Sullivan from Covenant House. Good to have you here, Sean.
Thank you, Tim. Always good to be here.
And two of his guests, we have Corey and we have Vinnie. Good to have you guys with us.
Pleasure to be here.
Listeners, basically what we have is a grand opening. It's coming up on November 8th, Thursday at 11 a.m. The new facility is being opened in Oakland, and that address is on 200 Harrison Street. So 200 Harrison, November 8th at 11 a.m. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I think that'd be a wrap, wouldn't you, Sean? Anything else to add, or we're done?
Well, we're glad to have, of course, your support and that of the whole community involved with Covenant House. We're really proud to be opening up this new building. It's really a gem, quite frankly. Really proud about it. Not going to be shy or modest. It's a wonderful project because the young people that we serve deserve this type of oasis, really, from the streets. We believe at Covenant House, where we serve over 1,000 youth in the Bay Area a year, we believe that these young people deserve all the love and the support that we can possibly give them. And in a space where they can be inspired and really plan out a positive life, really find some hope as well as opportunities to transform that hope into jobs, transform that hope into education, transform that hope into savings for themselves.
Well, listeners, you know me, I'm always a practical jokester. Of course, the story does not end with the grand opening of Covenant House's new facility on Harrison Street. There's a whole lot more to the story. And what I'd like to do now is turn to you, Corey. Could you give us a little bit of your background, how you came to Covenant House, and what has Covenant House done for you?
I became homeless when I was about 18.
Okay.
My parents kicked me out, and then I came back to California. I was staying in Oregon, came back to California, and I went straight into another homeless shelter, but it was a wet shelter. There, you could do drugs there and come back or whatever. And I didn't feel, that the energy that was projected by other people could benefit me at all, because it was holding me down. I sank a little bit into depression, and I had to find a way out. So I went to a bunch of other, transitional living programs and other shelters to see what they offered, and Covenant House was the best one of all of them. I mean, and since I've been at the Covenant House, I've saved, saved some money. I have a job at the shelter I was staying at, and I used the Covenant House as a reference, and now it's all good.
But that's a good thing. How about you, Vinnie?
Covenant House has proved to be a lifeboat more than a stepping stone.
Really?
I came to California to die, figuratively speaking, and it helped me to realize my true path, my actual calling to God.
Folks, you can't script that. This is what Covenant House is about, and this is why I've had Sean on this program 3 times now, and I'm going to keep having him on. This is a group well worth supporting. So again, on November 8th, I'm encouraging everyone to come to 200 Harrison in Oakland. You can see the new facility that's being opened. Again, 11 a.m. is when the tours start, but it is truly amazing what has happened to this building. It's gone from housing to something very productive in society. Sean, what else would you like our listeners to do?
Well, they can go to our website, which is covdove.org, learn more about the grand opening, learn more about our services, or just give us a call at 510-379-1010, where they can learn about the grand opening, RSVP for it, but also learn how they can get involved. We always need more people to do this work. Many hands does light work make. And so in this lifeboat that we're trying to give Vinnie, as he put it, needs many people to row the oars. And it's not just the staff. We have a wonderful quality staff who give above and beyond for these young people. But we need volunteers. We need mentors for these young men and for the young women in our shelter. And need people to help them plan what life is about. So many of our kids come to us unaware of savings. It's an important thing that we foster and a plan for them, but they need some help planning for a lifetime of self-sufficiency. They need help in setting up a savings plan, but also goals for the rest of their life. Some of the young people that we see haven't had work modeled for them at home, and so they need people to sort of help them. We certainly do in our staff, but we also could use professionals who are out in the community. talk about how they made the transition from being a college-age student to entering the workforce to being a success. And success does not mean, having lots of initials behind your name or having lots of 7 or 8 figures in the bank, although we certainly would like those friends.
Yes.
We really benefit from at Covenant House is having a wide diversity of supporters who both give financially but also get involved in the young people's lives.
What I'd say, listeners, is Covenant House definitely provides a hand up. It's, to some extent, a bit of a last resort for the kids on the street. It's direct intervention. This is a well worthwhile group, and it saved a lot of people and quite a bit of history behind the group.
Yeah, and there's a lot of history behind this building. This building was owned formerly by Jerry Brown.
Oh,
and
okay.
we all know he's our Attorney General. He was our mayor for 8 years, and this was his personal residence where he lived in a commune style with a number of individuals and his former fiancée, now wife.
Yes.
And, we took a look at that building. It really met our needs ideally in that it provided a lot of space for a lot of beds.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're able to do that, to give 18 kids shelter. So just have them share a room with a number of individuals in bunk beds. They only get their individual cabinets to keep their personal effects. But then it also allows us on the other side of the building to have 12 beds of transitional living so that these young people can save up for their future, so they can get their first apartment on their own or with a roommate. They also are going to school. They also get a little bit more freedom, right? Where their curfew is a little bit later, and they also can, build up what they're doing in their rooms in terms of they get a desk and so forth, and also they are really planning there, and they also have a little bit more independence in that there's just 2 people to a room. So it's similar to a college dorm experience, rather than it being everybody in one large group. And what that does is inspire the young people who are in shelter to apply to be and to work hard to save up, because they know, instead of living with 5 people in a room, I can have a room that I'll share with somebody, or maybe a room by myself, and I don't have to worry about the next place I'm going to stay, right? Because you know that you've got Covenant House at the transitional living program for an extended period of time.
Amazing. Corey, what does the future hold for you?
Me, personally?
Yes.
Getting married. After I save up some money, I will go get a place. I'm going to put money in a separate account so they can just draw rent from that account, so I won't have to worry about it. Same thing with the car. And I don't know, just do me, get promoted hopefully in the job I'm at right now. And I don't know, try to just live without, live with a nice cushion, not have to make ends meet, just have enough meat to eat whenever I want to.
How about you, Vinnie? What does the future hold?
That's a loaded question. But short term, I'm thinking of joining a community to change the system we live in. So I'm thinking globally. Like, they knock down the borders, we inherit the work that they went into.
Nice. Sean, as always, final question for you. What really matters?
What really matters is the future of these young people. And their success is not something that is solely, their responsibility for. Both of these young people have been homeless for some time before they got to us, as you've heard. Vinnie, since he's much younger. And so it really then becomes the responsibility of all of us to get involved and make a difference in these young people's lives through donations, but also through showing up at important community events and letting your legislators who will be there know that this is something that you care about and want them to focus more attention and resources on, but also getting involved, getting elbow deep by signing on as a mentor, as a volunteer.
Again, listeners, that's Thursday, November 8th at 11 a.m., 200 Harrison Street in Oakland. It's Covenant House's grand opening of their new facility. I'll see you there.